'Cause you gotta have faith. Oh, you gotta have faith. 'Cause you got to have faith, the faith, the faith. All right. Baby. October 26, 2024. Can you hear me, Heather? I'm so sorry. What the hell? Just type 1 if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Hey, Daddy. Who's your daddy? Who's your man? Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about right here. Can you hear me yet? What's up, my kid Rock? How you doing, man? Okay. So, guys, I'm really sorry. I'm figuring out what's going on with my phone. I have to restart it before I do a live. A lot of times it's doing something weird. It's trying to connect to my vehicle and it throws the sound off. So I don't, thank you for being patient. Okay, we're going to get it all worked out. And thank you for finding me again and coming back. I appreciate it. I'm out here. That makes sense. Watching you from where? Bangladesh. Cool. Love getting overseas viewers. Guys, I'm out here today and I thought, what the hell? I just shot a video out here. Go check it out on my channel when you get a chance, please. Because my regular videos aren't getting a ton of views. And I need a little help from you guys. I need you to send some people over there and check it out. And if you like it, well, even if you don't like it, that's okay. We're going to be doing a new thing daily called Lunch with Liver Cheese. That's where I shoot my video. So you guys won't be a part of that, but you can go watch it. And then we'll also continue to do our live streams. Now, the Lunch with Liver Cheese thing is going to be totally different because if you go look at the content today, you'll see what we're going to talk about. We're going to go to unique locations, like a cemetery. Kind of like Adam LeWoo did. I want to try to do my best Adam LeWoo impersonation in 2026. I want you to at least get a chuckle or some entertainment value out of my daily stories. They'll start out 15, 20 minutes, and then maybe if you guys like them, we'll go longer. I want to be that guy so that you put that video on and you go, you know what? At the end of the day, I like to wind down, and this guy right here relaxes me. And, if I'm not that guy, then that's cool too. But I'm going to be that guy for someone. All right, here we go. Couples. 1960. Oh, Glenda's still alive. Brandon Chase there, he lost his life in 2024. And the wife is still here. She was born in 60. Hopefully she's Hopefully she's getting through the holidays okay. All right, I'm going to read some of these comments in a minute. I got 17 people in here, guys. I don't know, my video today, it's just about cemeteries and how, you know, cemeteries have always been, a lot of people look at them as dark and scary. I've never been that way. I've always looked at them as beautiful, place where you can go. Remember people who have passed on, like this person right here, Dismore. She passed in 2002. She was 26 years old, loving mother, wife, and daughter. Very sad. Here's a picture of her. I really wish that more people would put pictures on their tombstones. Here's someone who just passed away. Kay Todd passed March 14, 2022, and then Harry Rawlinson passed September 4th of this year. Looks like we need to set that up. I don't know. I think that we should celebrate lives. You know, when you're in a cemetery, you walk by, you know, have a look at people's gravestones and try to figure out what it is maybe they did in life. Those kind of things, to me, have always been super relaxing. I know I'm a little morbid, but I'm a spiritual person. This one really got to me right here. We got Andrew, died on December 27th. Which is today. So this guy died a year ago today. He was 33 years old, part of the Army. And if you look right here, somebody's left him some rocks, a Miller Lite. Buddy, I drink that with you. I drink that with you in a heartbeat, man. If I knew you wanted me to, I'd crack that beer right there and share it with you. Yeah, that was a rough one. Guy passed away 1 year ago today. You know, a lot of times in graveyards you'll see, I'm the type of person, you'll see in my video, that graveyards for me, when my dad passed away, he's buried here in Memphis, but I don't really go to his gravesite very often because I'm under the assumption that once they pass on, their spirit moves on, and that's just a place where if you want to go and it makes you feel better, then that's a great thing. But me personally, I feel close just talking to him nightly. You know, I talk to my dad. I know he's still here. So, again, I don't look at them as scary places. I think they're beautiful. Here's someone who just passed recently too. You see John Wendell there. He died in 2023. And then his wife, Martha Ann, lived 2 more years without him. And now she's with them. So they're together. These two are finally together. Whatever your belief system is, they're together. Whether you think they're in heaven, whether you think they're reincarnated, any of those things, I really think that those two are now together, wherever they may be. Here's a very new grave. I'm not even going to look at that one because it doesn't have any markings. I'll get over to my car and we'll talk a little bit, but I was just walking walking. It's been a rough couple of days for me and my favorite YouTuber, Carpetbagger, because we talk about Adam the Woo a little bit. Not with us anymore. Now see, here's Kim Miller. She has her picture. I like that. I think that's really cool. She looks like a very sweet woman. Looks like a very nice woman. All right, guys, am I morbid? Because I feel like a cemetery should be looked upon as a beautiful thing, that we should come out here and celebrate these people's lives who aren't with us anymore. We all have to die one day. It's a very comforting feeling for me, knowing that everybody has to do it. But yeah, these people out here who have passed away, at least for me, they bring me peace. Cemetery is a very peaceful place. Here's another one who just passed recently. October 13th, 2025. It's rough. It's rough stuff. It's rough because I think about what the family has to go through during the holidays, you know. It's not just during the holidays, any time of the year. That person's not with you anymore, but they are with you. They're right here in your heart. Okay? So, yeah, please go check the video out, guys, and like it, comment if you don't like it. Comment if you think I'm full of crap and you think that what I'm doing is terrible. I love all the comments, even the trolly ones. Here's a Gracie Allen. She passed away. She was 35. She was 59. Cowboys fan. I'm going to head back over towards my vehicle so we can have a little chat. And I can see what you guys have been up to the last couple of days. I've been missing in action. Again, I had a lot of things on my mind. Been thinking about channel, where we're going with it. Thinking about you good folks. I hope you all had a lovely holiday. Christmas. Kwanzaa. Hanukkah. Whatever it is you might celebrate. Look at that beautiful tree with the garden of peace. I like it when they put little benches out here. Slow down. Yeah, I like it when they put the benches. Me personally, when I'm gone, I will be burned up. That's just a personal choice. I want to be cremated. Everybody's different when it comes to stuff like that. Some people like to talk about it. Some people don't like to talk about it. But we'll get less morbid once I get into my vehicle over here, and we can talk about your day and your weekend. And actually, I might go over to the Bends today. If y'all want to go drive with me over there, and I know it's going to be a madhouse. Everything is this weekend. So if you're in your house and you're not out fighting the crowds, then good for you. Enjoy it. But if you want to watch some old Liberties go into the Bends, I'm not far from it right now, so we'll hop in the car and y'all can come on over with me. Oh my God. Yeah, it's beautiful out here. It's about 70 degrees. I think Monday it's crazy, man. I know a lot of you are experiencing the same thing, but we're gonna be 70 tomorrow for a high, and then the next day, Monday, we're gonna have a high of 30. So yeah, fun stuff. All right, let me read these comments, guys. Okay. What's up, my kid Rock? How's your day going so far? Who passed away? Yes, I can now. You can hear me now? Good. Okay, Liver Cheese, we can hear you. Yes, that makes sense. Watching you from Bangladesh. There we go. Watching from Idaho. Good old potatoes in Idaho. Hello, Josh. It's Jordan here. Gen X, what are you doing in a cemetery? I'm just, processing thoughts. These places are very relaxing to me. If I have a heavy mind, I know it's strange, but I'll come out here and I'll read people's graves, and it gives me a feeling of comfort. To know that, I don't know, all these people, they all had to pass. We all have to. And I just like to try to figure out what their stories are. It's always been a mystery to me when I go into a graveyard. But that's why I'm there, okay? Cemetery. Hi, looks like Ed Gein's grave. I agree with George Carlin, said turn cemeteries into golf courses. Thanks for walking between the graves and not on them. Respect the graves. Yeah, I try not to step on graves. Just because of superstition and things like that. I wonder about pets. Can you bring pets out to a cemetery? I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery. My dad got some granite markers from a closed down golf shop. I suggested he turn them into grave markers for grandma and grandpa. He and my uncle and his brother did. That's cool. That's cool. So you had your own gravestone. That's really cool. I like that. Maybe I should start. Well, I'm gonna be cremated, but that is really cool. That personalizes the very personalized way of showing the rest of the world who your loved one was. Awesome. That's great. Relaxing. Thanks, Doctor Who. All right, guys. I'm going to start the car and we're going to go on over to the Goodwill and watch the craziness. I'm going to try to sneak y'all in, okay? They're really... I'm going to put you down here. You're going to have to view my coffee for a minute, my piping hot caffeinated beverage. And we'll get moving. Now, I'm always going to be safe when I drive. You see, seatbelts on. Camera, phone is down there in my cup holder. So I don't want anybody to say that I'm out here being dangerous, because we like to be legal and we like to be safe. And if you're commenting right now, comment to the people in the chat. I will read your comment in about 5 minutes when I get to the bins at Goodwill. Here's some other people out here paying their respects. This section over here might be a lot of newer graves. All right. Yeah, but how do you guys relax? How do you, it's not the only way I relax. I don't want you to think I'm creepy and go out to cemeteries. I just wanted to start my new series, Lunch with Liver Cheese. I wanted to start it in a place that brings me comfort. And since we were talking about Adam the Woo losing his life and Carpetbagger struggling, a lot of people struggling. Man, the video outpourings for Adam the Woo has been amazing. And he's not a traditional celebrity, so for a YouTuber to have that big a impact on people, so many people's lives, Adam, you did great, man. You did great. I'm very proud of you. And you've created an army of like-minded, kind people. What a kind person he was. All right, here we go. We're rolling now, guys. We're out on Sycamore View, heading towards the bins in Memphis, Tennessee, close to Bartlett. Saturday afternoon, chilling. Guys, I almost made it this year. I almost made it the entire Christmas holiday without receiving a gift from one person. That's really what I want to do. You know, I want to get to that place where, but there's always somebody that's going to force a gift on you. And this year it was my mother-in-law. I had gotten through the holidays with no gifts. And was excited about it. And then at the last minute last night, before she left, she made me take these gifts. And I thank her for it, but I just don't really need anything, to be honest with you. I have just about everything I need in my life. And I just want to, so, you know, if I told people that if you had something you want to buy for the liver cheese, spend it on something else. Spend it on yourself. Treat yourself. Not enough people do that these days, so hopefully they did that. All right, I'm going to be pulling over here in about 2 minutes, not even that, and I'll read your comments. And I might take you into Goodwill to see what the madhouse is going to be like. I drove past here yesterday. It was freaking nuts. All right, here we are pulling in. Actually, it's dead. It looks dead. Interesting. All right. Let me get pulled over here and park. All right. All right. Oh, God, here we go. Happy birthday, Cody. Cody, happy birthday, man. How old are you, man? Don't be ashamed. I would recommend it Cobra, man, for sure. Why I started traveling the world early, even though I'm only 25 years old with family, since you only live once, so enjoy life. Don't let a job overwork you. Absolutely. And if you do have a job that overworks you, please, for God's sakes, find a way to spend a little time on yourself. All right? We get so focused on these jobs for these corporations, and they, you know, next thing you know, you're working 50, 60 hours a week, and that time's slipping away from you. And I get it, man. You gotta eat. You gotta have a job. But you know, hopefully one day we make it where you can work 30, 40 hours a week and survive. Wouldn't that be awesome? I've rode through a graveyard at midnight, hanging from the roof of a minivan, speeding through the gravel, hanging on for dear life. It was crazy, or it was funny. Thank you. Yeah, happy birthday, Cody. It was super busy when I got out yesterday. I hadn't even watched Stranger Things, man. I hadn't even had time to watch Stranger Things. Started to watch it last night and just couldn't really get into it. So we're going to try it again maybe tonight. Wasn't in the right mind frame for it. You know how sometimes you got to be in a certain mind frame to watch a certain show? That's the way I was yesterday. Let's see. All right, so does anybody want to go inside Goodwill with me real quick? Now I'm going to have to try to have the camera down a little bit because I don't want anybody to see that I'm recording them in a Goodwill. If I was out on the sidewalk, I could record them all day. A lot of times they won't say anything though because they won't know you're recording. I'm not going in to record any people specifically at all. I just want you to see the inside of the Goodwill, see what I do when I'm not here live stream with you guys or shooting videos. I had one of those jobs once before. For 21 years, I made sure the vacations were phenomenal. Hell yeah, man. You gotta, companies who gotta, you go in these places and these people in there look exhausted, and it's the holidays, so of course they look exhausted. But extra shout out to the holiday workers out there. You guys are the, you're the duct tape holding everything together, and I appreciate you. Everyone should work the holidays at least once in their lifetime just to see the way people can be. Both ways. They can be very good and they can be very shitty. I mostly just chill and play video games with friends or listen to 80s, 90s heavy metal to chill and relax. 2, I'm single since I don't see the point in dealing with drama from women nowadays. So you just ain't found the right one yet, buddy. They're there. They're there. They're gonna pop up when you least expect it. I know you've heard that 100,000 times, and you probably don't believe it by now. But I'm telling you, it happens that way for most people. It happened that way for me. So, don't think about the women thing so much. Just be yourself. And if you're a good person, you're naturally going to draw women towards you. If you're a confident person, be confident in yourself. No matter what you look like, be confident in yourself. All right, that's my advice to you, buddy. I'm trying to figure out if this dude is a tool bag, an asshat, or a clown. Maybe he's all of them. I mean, I can be all of those things, but at the end of the day, I'm just a kind person. I know we're rare these days. So when you see us and you hear us, you're like, what? What's he talking about? He wants other people to have good things. He wants other people to be happy. Yes. Hell yes, I do. Please stop yapping. I mean, you're the one who popped in on my chat, bro. You don't pop in on somebody's stream and tell them to stop yapping. Does anybody want to take care of this clown? Liver cheese is just cool. No, sometimes I'm not. But RH, why are you going to come in here, man, and do that? What's going on in your life that you got to come into somebody else's live stream and try to troll them like that during the holidays? Why? I mean, what have I done to you particularly that you find so offensive? I mean, if I've done something, let me know. Please stop yapping. They're just trolls. Don't listen to them. If you're juvenile. I know, guys. I know that. But, we can have a little fun with them every now and then. Guys, if you'd take a minute just to fucking talk to us, maybe you'd actually sub to the channel. Because we're going to be going places this year. Or next year. It's going to be super cool. But right now, we're going to go in Goodwill. We're going to go check out Goodwill. So come with me, shall you? I'm not gonna use his tagline. I respect him too much. Maybe I'll use it in a different way. Adam the Woo, wherever you're at, I apologize for using the tagline, but I'm gonna be using it in my own way because I loved it so much, just to honor you. Now, yeah, if you're wondering, does Liver Cheese go out looking like this in public every day? Absolutely, I do. I don't just throw on these sunglasses and this hat to shoot videos. This is me, real life. This is how I am. And, yeah, I like to make people think a little bit. So here we go at the Goodwill. Parking lot's not too full, actually. I thought it was going to be slammed because yesterday it was so ridiculous in here. People always get mad at something for no reason. Why? I don't know why. We need Fuhrer 1942. Responded to that. I'm not going to respond to that at all. Man, some people. Looks okay in here today. Let's see if I have any of my regulars in here that know me. I'm going to come around this corner and find something worth $5,000. Watch. It's going to happen. Donna Summer belting it in the background. Ooh. Trash, 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 trash. More trash, more trash. Oh man, oh what's this? Oh, just a case. Darn it. Thought I had a case full of cars there. That would have been cool. Look at these guys. Madam Alexander's. Not really worth anything. I've tried to sell those before. They don't really do too well. The thing about Goodwill is they've gotten so greedy with their prices. They're so ridiculous now that for resellers in the front side, where they price everything up, difficult to make any money unless you find something very unique. Which doesn't always happen. Actually, doesn't happen most of the time.
How much
Excuse me.
$10. And you have 6 cents in your
All right,
pocket.
so now we're gonna go around to the back. The back are the bins. The back are the bins. That's where they roll stuff out that's not priced. You get a little more of a discount. However, everything that's come through the back has already been through one Goodwill in the city. So either they priced it too high or people just didn't want it. So being a picker, you have to get real lucky. You have to have a good eye. You have to know what you're looking at. You have to know what's valuable. And that's the whole fun part of it. It's quite a joy picking. I love it. I love it. It's getting harder and harder to earn any kind of living off of it because so many other people do it now. But I still enjoy it because I always find things that other people aren't really looking for. You know, if you ever get into this, you need to have an eye. If you see something you've never seen before, pick it up, scan it, see if it's worth anything. Because if you've never seen it and you're 50-something years old like me, it's probably valuable. Not always, but probably. All right. Here we are in the bins. Pretty crazy in here right now. Try to act like I'm not recording. I'll show you some typical stuff that you'll get in a bin. A bin full of shoes. Now, cat. Gamer's gonna game. Ooh. Slam dunk, bitches. Slam dunk, bitches. Hmm?
Oh, you're away.
Why? What's the matter?
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm picking. Camera? What's a camera? Ain't no camera. What is this? CPAP machine. Oh man, it's crazy in here. No, I gotta get out of here. I'm catching the flu as we speak. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it's too crowded. I tried to put a friend on video. She didn't like that too much. You have no hope of really finding anything in there today. It's very crowded. Some days I'll come up here and I'll sit for, a couple hours, kind of let rotations come through, and hopefully I get something. I've had a lot of people bagging on what I do as far as like reselling. Get a lot of people who come on and they talk about, we'll troll Goodwill from time to time, because Goodwill, their prices are so damn ridiculous. And they're closing down all over the country because they've decided they really don't want to help poor people anymore. They want to, even though everything they get is free, things that were in there that used to be $5 are now $20 because they've looked up on eBay and figured out, oh, this might be worth something. Well, what Goodwill needs to understand is you can look something up on eBay all day and tag it for, $80 because it sells for $100 on eBay. But what you're not understanding is just because something's listed doesn't mean it sells for that. Most of the time when something's listed does not mean it sells for that. So, but they don't know that. They just want to get as much money out of the free shit as they can. Now, if they were, and they get everything free, okay? Now, if they were doing good things for the community, they're not. They're absolutely not. They have so many CEOs that make ridiculous amounts of money. They pay their people less than nothing. And they hire people, they'll hire people that have criminal background or whatever, but they'll pay them less than minimum wage. That's what they do at Goodwill. So, yeah, if you ever want to talk about how a reseller, all I do is I'm trying to find items that are getting ready to go into the trash, by the way. If I don't pick items up in that bin right there that I just came through, that shit all goes directly to the trash. It all goes directly to the trash. So if it doesn't get sold in there, it's gone. So you can look at me as somebody who takes advantage of other people and things like that. I don't look at it like that. I look at it as I found a really cool, unique item. And this person over here knows how unique this item is, and they're going to pay me X amount of dollars for this very unique item. Never do I take advantage of people on my eBay channel or eBay store. Always reasonable prices. I lot a lot of stuff up, and that's how we make money. So, instead of just going around people asking and wondering how people make a living and being so nosy, why not just mind your own fucking business? How about that? How about you mind your business on how you make your money, and I'll mind my business on how I make my money. Okay? This whole thing that we have, this class warfare going on, has got to stop. Okay? If you're a hustler like I am, this is how you make your money. By hustling and going out and reselling. Or opening your own business or whatever you need to do. But, you can call me trash for reselling trash, but I'm actually not reselling trash. I'm reselling treasure. Trash in one person's eyes is treasure in another person's eyes. All these rich stores making billions of dollars a year should donate to the homeless for something to help them stop world hunger. Absolutely. Cobra Man, you're on board. You know what's up? Also, you have to hit up Goodwills near affluent areas. Yes, that's true. You're very right there. But what I've noticed is with the economy and everything, it's kind of like the whole resale side of things is kind of falling off. I've talked to many other resellers who do this for a living full time who have told me that they are struggling beyond belief. And, it's part of the bigger problem in this country. not paying the people, not paying your workers, not, you know, it's difficult times out there, especially during the holidays. Sorry, I keep looking around. I'm getting distracted. Yeah, how'd your weekend go, guys? Everything good? Hell yeah. What up, wild man? What's up, James Dillon? What's up, man? Please, you'll get me political. Yeah, we don't have to get political. If you go watch my video, I'll tell you in there that I'm going to shoot a lot of non-political videos. However, again, if someone's rights are being violated, I will be there if you need me to be there. We're still going to do audit videos. We're still going to do all that good stuff because audit videos are very important. They always will be. But it's also important that we spread kindness and love and stories. Stories. I like to see a good story when I come home. I like to throw on the carpetbagger and he just puts me in a zone, you know. Attorney? Do I have an attorney? No. Oh, hell for review. But I saw Carpetbagger was taking this very hard. Yeah. Yeah, he was. And in my video today, I reached out to him with a message. Now, the chances he'll ever see it, I don't know. With some of my videos getting 50, 60, 70 views where they used to get thousands of views, this is where you come in, guys. If you think I have something of value, go over and check it out. Any comments, anything like that helps me. It moves the video up. And yeah, I want to get to a place where you guys can come into my house, whatever I'm doing, and enjoy your time with me, whatever that day might bring. Some days it'll bring just a visit in the graveyard. LOL, James Dillon. Got my hot caffeinated beverage. Piping hot caffeinated beverage. Yeah, Carpetbagger's taking it pretty hard. I watched this video. Circle K, yeah. I watched Carpetbagger's video yesterday. The guy is rudderless right now. He's not going to be because he's getting out and making his travel videos. I saw his latest one where he's going to Florida. The guy's still a mess. I sent him a message. I said, hey man, come on down to Memphis. Me and Adam had a lot of similarities. Holy shit. When I go back and watch his videos, I never saw it when I was watching his videos. But the Carpetbagger had a story about Adam, about how Adam fucking motivated him. Carpetbagger's kind of a shy guy. Adam the Woo came in and made him say, you know what? I don't care what other people think about me. This is me. This is me, Adam. This is what I'm going to be. If you like it, you come along and you join me, shall you? If you don't, then you don't. You don't have to watch it. But such a kind person. And he didn't care. He didn't care. And anytime anybody's willing to go out in public and record a video and climb up on top of a fucking bear or something, or ride a children's ride as an adult and get some entertainment and enjoy out of it, then those are my kind of people. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn. When we go to the zoo, guys, if you want me to do something silly, I'll fucking do it as long as it's not illegal. Yeah, we're going to talk about things. Now, one other thing I want to add. I want to add this real quick. Very introverted. Yes, he is. But I told him, I sent him a message on the video, and then I commented on this video where he's going to Florida, and I said, Jacob, you got to come up to Memphis, man. You need a liver cheese hug. I want to hug that man. I know how he feels. And I know he's struggling. It's not easy for me to watch my favorite YouTuber struggling so much over Adam the Woo's death. And he's not quitting though. He's going forward, and like I knew he would, and he'll be back to his jolly self. But right now, you know, he's lost a mentor. He's lost a person who was probably one of the most important people in his life. And I don't know. I feel like me and Carpetbagger are destined to meet. I want you to be here when it happens. I'm gonna meet that guy. I'm gonna shoot a video with that guy, just like I want to shoot a video with Michigan Constitutional Crusader. Either of those two guys, they're my top guys. So I want to get some liver cheese action with him. I want to see how we interact with each other, because personalities are similar, that we're good, kind people. But I'm much more extroverted than Carpetbagger is. That's why I think if he ever decided to come up to Memphis and shoot a video with me, I think it's going to be a special video. And I think it's going to happen in 2026. I really do. I think that I've met him before I started streaming, and I told him, man, you helped me through 2020. You're like a Mr. Rogers to me. I love you. And I want to be just like you. So when I say things like I'm Adam the Woo and I'm the Carpetbagger, or we're Adam the Woo and we're the Carpetbagger, I will never replace Adam the Woo. I don't think that that's a thing, because he's one of a kind. He's unique. He's unique. He's gone. He's unique. But what we've learned from him, we're gonna carry on, and hopefully you can see some of him in my videos. Yeah, Adam the Woo's gone. Yes, I hug men. You're damn right I hug men. If a man needs comfort, and if a man is in pain, absolutely, I will hug a man. I have no problems hugging another male, because it's a natural thing. The first thing I would do is hug the Carpetbagger. I don't give a shit if he wanted it or not. He's getting that liver cheese hug. He needs it. He needs that strength. He needs that motivation to go on. And yeah, I'm gonna meet him again, and something's gonna happen. You watch. Stay tuned. Yeah, Adam the Woo's gone, unfortunately. 70s. Well, Adam would want him to march on, continuing working on the craft. Absolutely, he would. 70s chick, unfortunately. Yes, he did. Yeah, it does suck, man. A lot of people, it happened right before Christmas. So a lot of people, it's still, you know, you're focused on Christmas. You're not focused on Adam the Woo. You know, I saw his picture of his house with all his Christmas decorations that he just put up, and it's hard to see. And they have a memorial for him. People are putting stuff up on his porch, and it's rough. But it's also, he's on to better things. I believe in that. Hugging is a very primitive behavior. Sometimes I need a hug, man. Did you hear that some old dude censored the files? Uncensored the files? No, I didn't hear that. Are we talking about the files now? I'm late. I remember the Carpetbagger somewhere in his brain. Bro, how do you eat sandwiches with that crazy stash? Very carefully, man. Very carefully. Very, very carefully. It's amazing I can drink this coffee. The other night I showed my lips to everybody, and they were like, don't do that shit ever again. So, sorry, it is what it is. You don't get to see the lips. Soup has to be off limits. Milkshakes. Anything that, like a drink, I need to have a straw. When I'm eating, I'm okay. I can move it around. I mean, I don't know. It's fun. It's entertaining. And a pain in the ass. I hear your sister finally got pregnant. Congratulations on becoming a new father. My sister finally got pregnant. Oh, got you. Okay. Oh, so you're saying that I fucked my sister. Okay. Okay, not sure I deserve that, but You know, if you think that something on me looks like a sister fucker, then that's what you think. Is that you, Elvis? Eggnog, hello from Texas. What's up, Texas? I lived in Texas for a while. That's me, Elvis Presley. You got it, baby. He's in here. Just like Adam the Woo and the Carpetbagger. I'm having a Shirley Temple. Nothing wrong with a Shirley Temple, man. They taste good. Put a little alcohol in it when no one's looking, right? Or you can just have a Shirley Temple. Shirley Temples are great. You know, the Shirley Temples, man, they just put out a Shirley Temple flavored, I think it was a Sprite. I don't know. Somebody put out a Shirley Temple flavored drink, and I was so excited. I went to grab it, and then it says sugar-free. So I start looking around for the non-sugar-free Shirley Temple drink in a can, and they don't have any. So no sugar-free Shirley Temples for me. You missed my last comment. Where you at, relaxing? Let me see what I miss. Don't want to miss you. Where you at, relaxing? You put me in calmness. You're better than almost all, but I watch lives of people doing crosswords and such. Really? Everybody has their own place, man. Everybody has their own place. I have that they get their entertainment and enjoyment from. Mine's travel videos and audit videos. Sometimes it's, you know, it can be weird stuff that I get a whole, you know how the YouTube hole, everybody goes down it. You hug men. Yes, I hug men. I will hug men. I mean, if somebody needs a hug, I'm going to give them a hug. I'm a hug dealer. I'm a hug dealer. I will give you hugs. If you need a hug, Liver Cheese has a hug for you. I know it looks like it could be a stinky hug, but it's not a stinky hug. I just look homeless. I don't smell homeless. So, you know, even if it's a guy who isn't comfortable and wants to do the bro hug, you know, where you shake hands and then pull them in and throw one arm around them, I'll do that, you know, if they're not down for the real full hug. But I'm a hugger, man. I think hugging transmits energy. I think it transmits positive energy. It's worked for me. I've gone up to people that I've talked to on the streets, and after we've had a meaningful conversation, I said, can I get a Memphis hug? And they always give me a hug, and it's always great. Never had a hug I didn't like. Okay, I love hugs. Adam the Woo is gone. Well, Adam would want him to march on, continuing working on the crack. I already went through all that. Sorry. Primitive behavior. Texas eggnog, Elvis Presley. Damn, I went way back, didn't I? God bless, brother. May Jesus bless you with the company you deserve. The kind type of company. Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. I feel like I'm surrounded by strangers here a lot of times. I feel lonely in Memphis. Like a lot of people don't understand what it is I'm trying to accomplish and think I'm just a crazy person. That's very upsetting to me. Because I'm far from crazy. Got my eyes open, seeing the world. Seven Up. Yeah, I love Shirley Temple. It is 7-Up who did the Shirley Temple. Cooking vids here. Oh, cool. Yeah, I could see myself getting into cooking videos too. I've never been much of a cook, but I think I cook some pretty good things. And yeah, they're relaxing. I like those videos. So I feel you there. From the father. Where'd you get the Elvis glasses? I don't know. Probably downtown somewhere. I have like 3 pair of them. Do you like having a beard? I don't have to. You know, it makes everything easy for me. I can just cover myself. On the top of sweet things, best M&M type. That's peanut, right? It's got to be peanut. I'm very strange because I eat the plain ones, and my wife's like, "Oh God, when you eat those things?" I love the plain ones. I don't go for them. It's not like the first candy that I gravitate towards. But if plain M&Ms are there, I'm gonna eat them. But peanut M&Ms could be one of the best snacks in the country. What a great snack! It's sweet but hearty, filling because it's got peanuts in it. The same thing with Snickers. I do like the M&M peanuts too. So, but definitely peanut M&M. I'm in Memphis. Cats, dogs, horses, cool guys playing guitar. That's what I watch. Awesome. Always gonna have dogs. We're gonna be doing dog stuff. I got to get my dogs in order and actually get my house in order so I can film a little more there. Trust me, I'm excited to bring my 3 animals onto the channel in a different kind of way, instead of just them jumping in front of my cameras on my live feeds. I miss them. I haven't been gone long. I already miss them. Do you like hugging chubby men, skinny men, or buff men? What's your type? I don't have a type of hugging, man. It doesn't matter. If you need a hug, I'm going to give you a hug. That's it. You're trying to make this into the sexual thing, and there's nothing sexual about it. A man can hug another man and be a man. As a matter of fact, I think a man that can hug another man is even more of a man because he's secure with his sexuality. He doesn't even think about things like that. It's a hug, man. It's a hug. It's nothing weird about it. Human touch is a good thing. It's been proven throughout history. Now, I'm not going to go hug somebody that doesn't want to fucking hug. That could be assault. You know what I mean? But if I ask for a hug, or if they ask me for a hug, we're hugging. You're not crazy. You got a friend in Little Rock, walking in Memphis. Thank you, Little Rock. Thank you, 70s chick. I've been watching a lot of Don Rickles and Joan Rivers videos. Hell yeah, man. Don Rickles was the guy, wasn't he? He, he could get away with that. He could get away with that humor that other people couldn't get away with. Old Don could get away with it. He was an insult artist. He was an insult comedian. And he was damn good at it. And he could touch on dicey subjects. And people were okay with it for the most part, you know? Because in the guy's heart, he's a good guy. That's how he gets away with it. He can be this crabby-ass comedian, but he's a good guy, so he can be a crabby-ass comedian. If he was a dickhead, he wouldn't be able to get away with that crabby stuff. You know, people wouldn't, they'd say, hell no, man, you're a hater. You hate people. Jokes. It's all jokes. Bex for me is peanut M&Ms, peanut butter M&Ms. No, hey, I mentioned them. They're close second. Peanut butter M&Ms are good, very good. But Don Rickles, you got good taste, man. I have a mild peanut allergy, so I go for the caramel M&Ms. I like the caramel ones too. M&M does some good things. They do some weird things around the holidays. You know, sometimes you'll get the Valentine's M&Ms, or you'll get the hot cocoa for Christmas and things like that. And I'll try those weird flavors, and most of the time they're okay. M&M's does pretty good on their flavors. They do try to branch out, and that's okay. But they got their classics: peanut, regular, peanut butter, caramel, all good. Oh, and Ozzy. I'll watch anything with Ozzy in it. Well, hell yeah, who wouldn't? Hugs as a greeting is very nice. Yes. Les Claypool. Les Claypool was a good bassist. Agreed. Dad's hugging song. Dad's hugging sons is the best. I think the best thing that I like to see is people hugging dogs. And the reason I say that is because generally dogs don't really, they like to be touched. They like to be touched, but in general, we see a dog and we go, I want to hug that dog. Dogs generally don't like to be hugged. They don't like being held, in a position where they can't move. So my dog's getting good at it. Rue, I can hug her. I got a chair out in the back. I call it the love chair. Whenever I sit in that chair, she comes up and jumps on me and I fucking hug her. To me, those are the great pictures. There was a picture of a guy who, you can look it up. He's got a ponytail, and he had a dog that had cancer, and the dog had real problems. Couldn't walk, could barely walk. But he would take him out into the lake or ocean, wherever he was. It was a body of water, and let him swim. Put a life preserver on him and let him swim, because he could do it in the water, and he was happy in the water. And there's a picture of the guy hugging his dog, and his dog's, it's just a classic. Every time I see it, I think about the love of dogs have towards men, and how unconditional it is, and how beautiful it is. So yeah, any hugging's good, but man, if I can hug a dog and a dog lets me hug him and doesn't go crazy, I want a picture of that. You're with your doggo right now. Dogs hug back. Yeah. I just watched some people hugging horses, and the horses were hugging back. I like hugging strangers, but refuse to hug people in my family. Yeah, I'm kind of like that. Dogs do hug back from time to time. Mine do. When I stop, like when I have Rue in the bed and I have her, I've gotten her where I can spoon her now. She lets me spoon her. And, but sometimes you'll be petting her, and you'll stop petting, and they'll put that paw up on your arm to claim you, or on your chest to let them know, hey, you're mine right now, so give me all of your loving. It's the greatest feeling in the world. So, I mean, the channel's not going to go away from dogs. The guy I met a guy out in front of Dollar Tree who didn't know who knew who I was. He watched for my dog content, which I'm like, wow, I haven't put much of that up lately. So he's still hanging around. So I appreciate that. Hang around if you're a dog lover. We're gonna include dogs too. We're gonna talk about dogs. My cat Cheese is a Velcro cat. She loves hugs. That's your new cat, right? You got a new cat, right? You named it Cheese? Fuck, that's awesome. Hold on. Relaxing. Top pin. You named your cat Cheese. Relaxing Muse has named its cat Cheese, everybody. Give him a thumbs up on that. I love the name. Does your cat like cheese? What cat doesn't like cheese? I wish I had a dog, but I only have a cat right now, and he loves to be held. Cats are fine, man. The only thing about cats is, you really need a dog. You say, hey, get your ass over here. I need some love right now. They come up. Most of the time, you're not going to have to say that. They're going to know when something's wrong with you, and they come up. They sense these things. Cats, you got to kind of get lucky with them. Sometimes they're not in the mood to be held and pet. Sometimes they want to do their own thing. That's okay. They're more independent. I don't know. Cheese. Yeah, I love that name. It's my cat Cheese. It's good shit, bro. It's real good shit. My brother's cats are not that affectionate. Some of them aren't, man. You ever remember when Siamese cats, those mean bastards? Cats do this weird thing, man, where you'll be rubbing their chest or something, and then they'll be loving, and then all of a sudden, you hit the wrong spot or something, they tag into your arms. It's like, what the fuck you doing, man? I'm loving on you. You're wanting to play, but you got claws clawing into my shit. Come on now. Hope that person's okay in that ambulance that's going by. Yeah, why do cats do that crazy shit? You know how sometimes they'll wrap around your arm and use that back leg to play? I had one that was declawed in the front, and she would play and she'd wrap around my arm, and she couldn't do anything with her front claws, but she would use those back claws and get into my arm. What the hell, man? My brother's cats are not that effective. What do you think about declawing cats? That's a good question. It's a good question there, Natalie. I don't, it's something that younger, earlier in my life, I wouldn't have thought about too much. But as I get older, I do think about it. And here's what I'll say about it. If you have a cat that you're going to declaw because you have a leather couch or something of that nature, or something he's clawing on and you want it to stop, then, I guess that's a personal decision to make. But if you're going to make that decision, you better damn well guarantee that cat is with you for life. Okay? Because when you're taking the claws out, and if you dump the cat, or if you leave, the cat gets lost, the cat doesn't have claws, it's going to have a more difficult time in the wild defending itself. So if you declaw your cat, just make sure that it's a forever cat. That cat ain't going nowhere, that cat is going to die right next to you. That's my thoughts on declawing cats. Hi, Jesus loves you. I'm against it. I get that. I totally get it. Doctor Who. And in me, I kind of am too. But again, if it's your cat that you're going to keep forever, and it's just fucking everything up, and you can't, there's nothing else you can do in that situation, I would say, well, at least keep your cat. That's all. Indoors cat, exactly. I'd rather be clawed than clip the end of a finger off. What happened? Did you clip the end of your finger off? Uh-oh, I have to go on the charger to continue watching you. Oh no, yeah, mine's gonna go indoors cat. Clip the first joint off your finger and tell us how you'd feel. No, man, I'll pass on that. Do you have, are you missing a finger, man? Relaxing? There's a streamer you should watch. His name's Luke, what's his last name? Diamond? It starts with a D. He's a younger kid. He goes and travels all over the world. But the reason I say you should watch that kid is because he blew his finger off in a firework accident, shooting a video in another country. Blew one of his fingers off, and they made it where he's got kind of a claw. Like they did some really cool stuff with his hand. So he's only got 3 fingers, but you can't really tell unless you're really looking at it. The doctor, the way they fused it together, it's an interesting thing. If you ever get a chance, and he's a great streamer. He loves cheese paradas. The guy's always eating shit that I wouldn't touch. And I admire that about people when they go to India and countries like that and eat stuff that you have no idea what it is. Good on you, man. I couldn't do it. So I got to give you props for that. Buddy, it's time to grow up. Nick Fuentes is who everyone should watch. Oh. If you want to watch that hate, go ahead and watch it, man. Or you can come over here and watch the love. It's up to you. Look at this guy suited up over here, man. He just got his set on. Wonder if he got that for Christmas. I should turn around and show you. No, I'm not gonna turn the camera around. No, but I have a brother and uncle who have. Yeah, that would suck, dude. No, thank you. No, thank you. Nick Fuentes. You guys are insane. My mom died in the Holly. My mom died during the holidays. Is that what you're talking about, Joshua or Johnny? Buddy, how old are you? Old enough to know better and still too old to care. That should answer your question. Okay, guys, what a day. Anybody got anything they want to add? Anything interesting happened to any of my subs? Or if you're new here, you got any questions for me? It was so cool to actually get out and shoot an actual video today. It's been so long since I've done it. I shot it, and I didn't do a lot of editing on it because it was off the cuff. I wanted it to be as realistic and as possible without chopping a bunch of stuff up. I think I did a pretty good job. I don't know. If I'm rambling in it, just stick it out. It's got a point. Hot like y'all. 73 plus. Oh, got one helpful review. Let's see. Hit like. Hit like y'all. Hit like. Message helpful review. Tip of the day, never trust a lesbian who pees standing up. Johnny Black. Johnny. Why do you got to give me visuals like that, bro? You know, I'm in here just enjoying my day, and you come in, and now I got a picture, a woman standing up and peeing. Oh. So you know and accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior? No, I'm agnostic, but thank you for asking. Elvis, where? Yeah. I didn't get to see my Christmas Day movie. I want to talk to y'all about that. We were going to go see Hamnet, and it didn't happen. We bought the tickets, and it didn't happen. Something came up, and we didn't make it. So our Christmas tradition was ruined. We'll be okay. We could see that movie any day of the week. I remember when the candle shop burned down, everyone stood around singing Happy Birthday. Nice. Nice. Are we going to become the dad joke channel? Is that what's going to happen? Psalm 67, thou shalt not be risen. There's 304s. Risen the 304. Oh my God. I'm looking over here, right over where I'm sitting in the parking lot at Goodwill. And right over here, I'll turn the camera around. I see, like, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you guys. Right across the street here, there's an area set up right behind that store where clearly some homeless person may be living. And that's annoying as shit to me, that we're still in a time where that happens. Man, it's annoying. I walked into a candle shop pretending to be blind. I was escorted out. Best of luck in the next life, brother. He knows you. He loves you. He gives you life. Appreciate that, buddy. You know, it's interesting because I was talking about Adam the Woo, and somebody had commented that he's in heaven or put a picture up of him in heaven. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Adam the Woo's thoughts were. That's a homeless condominium. I don't know what his thoughts and beliefs were on religion. Never asked, never cared, to be honest. Good guy, never talked about it. You know, he just lived his life as a good person. So whether he's in heaven or whether he's moved on to another plane of existence, it's entirely up to you guys. But I know he's somewhere, and he's helping. He was needed elsewhere. Message blocked. Let's see what old Johnny Black has to say. He inspired others. Yeah, that's what he did. You know, and I don't know that I think that it was just a natural thing with him. You know, and that's how I feel more and more Woo-like the more I learn about him. Carpetbagger's story, when he motivated Carpetbagger to become a streamer, that he just did that out of the kindness of his heart. He liked this guy. He liked him. He thought, okay, he's got something of value to add, and he encouraged him. And he just did it. He didn't have to do that. Why would he encourage another streamer who's going to be streaming the same type of stuff that he streams to become big on YouTube? Why would he do that? That's his competition. He didn't care. He didn't care. He said that I could either be stuck in a job working my ass off, not have any money and be unhappy, or I can not have any money and travel and show people the world. And he had the balls to pick up and do it. And that's amazing. That's amazing. I do know Adam the Woo father was a preacher. Okay, and he inspired others. Again, it doesn't even matter to me. I mean, even if I was atheist and really hated Christians, none of that would matter, because who he was as a person is what matters. And whatever he used to get to where he is morally, we talk about it all the time, it made him a good person. So kudos to however he got that way. That's interesting, because we talk about old Mr. Rogers quite a bit on this channel, and how he was a minister, and he never, you just didn't hear about it. He just did his own shit. Where y'all want to go? Tell me where you want to go, and we'll go right now. Unless it's something ridiculous. Where do you want to go that I can reach right now? Let's see. I've walked into a Wendy's pretending to be deaf. I was drunk. Ordered what I wanted by sign language. I don't know sign language. They nailed the order. See? Now that's the kind of thing that if you had videotaped that, I would be all over that. I'd be watching that in a second. Nudie bar. Thanks for that story, man. Why I come to you guys. All right, man, but I'm going to wrap it up right now. It's 3:16. I might come back on tonight. Probably. We'll see. We'll see what I do, whether I choose to take a gummy or go straight edge or what. We'll see. But anybody want to talk tonight? If you want to talk tonight, let me know. Go ahead and put a yes down there. Otherwise, we'll see tomorrow. But if you want to talk tonight, then we can. I can gladly fire it up. I think my wife's got to get up very early in the morning, so this will be a night where I could go later if you wanted to. We've never done a feed later than usually I do them at 6 or 7 o'clock. I'm wondering if people are off of work. Because if you're off of work, we could do a later stream. I've always wondered what a later night stream would be like, because we tend to get a little rowdy, and I'd like to see it get a lot rowdy. Like to have 30 people. Yep. Yes. Okay. We'll do it. Hey, let me run this idea by you real quick. Okay. So what Adam did was he would go out and, he would record what he did that day. And it would generally have not really a story, but he would talk about interesting things throughout the video, and look at things that maybe the way you didn't look at them, or maybe you needed to be told to maybe look at it that way because you look at it from a different point of view. So he did those things. So I'm going to do those in my videos. Like I'm going to shoot a video. Maybe we'll go to, I don't know, a historical building around here. Now, what I want to do, though, in my Lunch with Liver Cheese videos is I want to give you facts about the area we're touring, but I want to change it up a little bit. I want to throw in a couple of liver cheese facts that aren't really true. Now, I want to see if you guys can figure out what the true facts are and what the untrue fact or facts may be. I think that would be an entertaining video, and I think that I have some stories to weave for you, and you're not going to be able to tell if it's real or fake. So I thought I'd throw that out there. Let's try that one out. Historic Memphis. Yeah, we can do that. Historic Memphis, and then we're going to get out of town too. I'm going to get to the Memphis Zoo. Might do that this week. That's going to be cool. They got a festival of lights going. Guys, that's what we need to do. I need to do a live feed of the Festival of Lights. Not Festival of Lights. It's called the Lantern Fest this year at the Memphis Zoo. We just got season tickets to the zoo. So I want to go there one night, maybe one night this week or next week. And I want to do a live feed to show y'all because I've heard it's fantastic. I've heard it's the best thing Memphis has had in forever. So I'm very excited to show you that. So look forward to that. But, all right, guys. Yeah, we'll be back on later tonight. Love you guys. I don't know. Look for me. Shit, let's do 8 o'clock. Let's do 8 o'clock. Y'all want to do 8 o'clock? Let's do 8 o'clock. But you know me, man. I might get bored and have to throw it up earlier. And hopefully I don't do something or take something that makes me pass out before 8 o'clock. I won't do that. Weather permitting. Yes. All right, guys. Have a lovely rest of your day. Again, try to get over and check out that video. Very important to me and my channel that you check out these Lunch with Liver Cheese videos that are going to be coming out. But also come to my live feed because we have fun. Okay? I'll be here all day unless I take a nap. I'm closing it right now, but we'll get back up. We'll get it back up, relaxing music. If there's anything you want to talk about tonight, let me know. Relaxing, if you want me to set it up where somebody else can come in and join me tonight, we can do that too. If I can get it set up. Jesus, I have problems with that kind of stuff, but we're going to try. Like a one-eyed prostitute, we'll keep an eye out for you. I love it, man. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. I love you all, and see you tonight. Bye.